Hi guys, and welcome back to the A-List. I'm your girl Arica Moriah, and today we will be talking about mental health and mental awareness. You guys are going to get some tips on how you can help yourself and help others, so please stay tuned. Today is all about mental wellness, and we have therapist Rwenshaun with us. Hi Rwenshaun, and welcome to the A-List.
How you doing? Thank you for having me.
I'm great. So you are a therapist, and talk about your journey into becoming a therapist.
My journey started basically just because I had to engage in therapy myself. I was drugged to the hospital by my family when I was experiencing some psychotic features. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder, bipolar 1 to be exact, with psychotic features, always hearing voices. My family noticed the change, and they said that we need to get you some help. They took me to the hospital. Of course, I went reluctantly, and they ended up sedating me and actually putting me in a straitjacket because I was fighting the entire time. Ended up leaving the hospital, started therapy, started medication, got better. But once I got better, I stopped. Once I stopped, things got worse. Attempted suicide 3 times, OD'd on pills twice, and the last time I put a gun in my head and pulled the trigger.
Oh wow.
Gun jammed on me. From there, I was like, Sean, you got to get back into therapy. Started back therapy, got better this time. Once I got better this time, I noticed that it was a disconnect, especially within our community when it comes down to addressing mental health. That's when I started. I was like, I need to fill that void. So I went to school, became a therapist, and here I am.
Nice. So I'm so glad that you knew the importance of your mental wellness and you invested in you. So let's talk about how you invest in others.
Started a nonprofit called Eustress Inc, where we raise mental health awareness, especially in Black and brown communities. We do that by host a mental health awareness walk. This year I actually hosting our inaugural mental health awareness gala as well. The walk is being held in Charlotte. It's to be the 3rd annual one. Also host one in Chapel Hill, because that's where I did undergrad, and then I host one in my hometown in Berkeley County. So raise awareness that way, but then also do mental health first aid trainings. Also just provide pro bono therapy for some people that need it. Do some emergency care as well. So just a lot of things within the actual community, so they can actually see that things are not as bad as they may portray, but then therapy also helps.
All right. So what are some tips that you can give me and our viewers of how we can start that talk about mental wellness and being mentally aware?
One thing is understanding that just because you're dealing with a mental health issue doesn't mean you're crazy. We have to watch our language when we talk about these things, and a lot of times we're misinformed about what certain diagnoses mean. Especially when I really do not like when people be like, well, the weather is bipolar. That really makes no sense.
Right.
So, I mean, we normalize the language that stigmatizes, and then that's why people don't want to talk about certain things. So we have to be conscious of that, but then also we have to be honest with ourselves. A lot of times I have to be honest with my friends and let them know when I'm having a down day, or then that way it opens up the gate for them to talk about stuff when they're going through certain things, especially as men. We reluctant to talk about, oh, well, I'm sad today, or because a lot of times we're only able to express that we're happy or that we're mad. There is no in between, especially when we teach young kids, especially young boys, like, boys don't cry.
Right.
Man up. So we cut off that communication valve for them, and then so that's why we grow up into men that don't talk. So just creating those spaces, and it really just starts within your inner circle, and you'll be amazed that once you start talking with your inner circle, how it'll start to spread.
Absolutely. So how do you see your growth with your organization? What are some plans that you have in the works with your organization?
The goal is to really break down barriers when it comes down to addressing and assessing mental health challenges. That's going to come through the form of, I want to create a triage clinic where people come to me all the time, where do I go? Because we don't know.
Right.
So when they come to me, I want Eustress to be a place where they can actually start that process of getting the care that they actually need. And that's going to be getting an assessment done, walking them through the therapy process, introducing them to an actual therapist, and then, you know, holding their hands to the point where they feel comfortable, but then also they can break down that barrier of finances, because a lot of times people may not have insurance, or if they do have insurance, it's still a copay and all of those. So I want to eliminate those barriers through Eustress, and so, you know, that's going to take finances for us to fund that, but I'm pretty optimistic about it and being able to create that.
Oh, awesome. So let our viewers know how can we keep up with Eustress, your gala that's coming up, and where we can find more tips about mental awareness.
Well, you can keep up with me via social media. My name is Rwenshaun. It's spelled Rwenshaun. I'm the only one out there. So, like, if you Google it, you'll find me. Eustress Inc is Eustress, EUSTRESSINC.org. That's our website. Rwenshaun.com is my website, so I have all of that information there as well. We have a lot of different tips and stuff for you to address different mental health issues. I actually have a membership site coming out very soon too, where it helps individuals work through their problems within the comforts of their own home. So, because I understand that sometimes it's very hard to talk about, you know, these things, but you just need somebody to guide you through it. So that's coming out soon as well.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you so much for joining the A-List. And again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you check out these links so you guys can become more mental aware.
I know you need somebody, and I really need somebody. Here to the ride with, to chill and spend time with. Yeah, I know you need somebody, and we can be somebody.
The A-List would like to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Duff & Swat.